When my daughter, our last child, left the house, I had time and I could revisit my interest in art. And that's when I started taking classes, doing representational art mostly. And then when the fire came in 2007, had the opportunity to switch my directions as far as sculpture was concerned. This piece is called Burnt Wrangler. It's made out of copper. Came from a house of a friend of mine whose house burned completely down. Earlier times in my art, when I was doing more representational pieces, it was all in cast bronze, a very detailed process. And so what I'm trying to do is take materials that are scrap materials and trying to create something that people can get a feeling from that. Just as representational art shows the clear emotions maybe or movement of a piece, I was trying to do it with this type of material. This sculpture that we're standing next to is called a Wounded Warrior. This piece was fabricated out of material from the Rice Canyon fire in 2007. As you can see, the face is partially shiny and bright and the other portion is not. One hand is meant to look normal and the other one is not. And then the torso obviously has had issues, as well as the feet. One foot is meant to look normal and the other one is not. This was a piece that was meant to honor our warriors, many of those who have had issues. And of course I had trepidation with this piece, doing this like this. But I've had some very positive responses. I've met some wounded warriors, and I've had one young fellow walk up to me and he said he has the same problem I do. And his left leg was blown off with a rocket. He was driving a truck, and what happened was he told me that he had to take his right foot back over and put it on the gas and actually speed up because he was the last in the line of this convoy, and had he not done that, obviously some serious things could have happened to him. I've been very pleased with this piece. This piece won second at a sculpture competition in Oceanside just recently, and also took second at the Del Mar Fair this year. This piece is called Rising from the Ashes. It was the second piece that I did in this style after the 2007 Rice Canyon fire. It's from mobile homes. There was about 110 mobile homes that burned down at the Valley Oaks Mobile Home Park. It was really quite difficult to view that. A lot of people lost they lost their homes. On the back side of it, some people have written some things as far as what their feelings and experiences were after the fire. It won Best of Show at the Del Mar Fair in sculpture and three-dimensional work in 2008. The next piece is a casual reader, and this is the piece that I made another casual reader for the library, and it sits just to the right of the front door. Again, this is a material that was given to me. A friend of mine, Les Perhax, who's a sculptor here in town, had a little bit of trash angle iron, and we were talking about trying to make things, and he said, oh, well, why don't you try this? So most everything there is all from Les. The book, so to speak, is actually a sighting from the computer, a friend of mine whose house burned down. And so what I did there, again, trying to use minimal materials, giving you the idea that you can realize what this indeed is. For me, it was reading a book. There's nothing like getting involved in a book and having great time. You can jump into that world where that book is, that point in time. I would hope that people would look at my work and get a feeling for it, let them enter into the piece. It's like the casual reader. This is rusted steel. It's not pretty, but indeed somebody is sitting there reading a book, enjoying that book. And probably they are someplace else, in their mind has taken them someplace else.